Om Bhurбhuvасваҳ Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nः Prachodayantham. Sairam, everyone. Today I'm going to speak about very interesting and, as usually, a very difficult question. That's about past incarnations of our beloved Swami Sri Sathya Sai, and also about his possible future incarnations. Actually, we know that there are three Sai avatars: Shirdi Sai Baba, 19th century, Sathya Sai Baba, 20th century, and Prema Sai Baba, that's 21st century. Okay, but do we know about whom our Swami was, or how he possibly incarnated in before actually Shirdi Sai Baba? And I'm sure that if you study Shirdi Sai biography, you know that Shirdi Sai actually told to his devotees quite a number of times about his previous incarnation as Akalkot Maharaj. And by the way, in the end of this video, I'll put a photo, maybe even few photos of this previous incarnation of Shirdi Sai. So, what actually we know about Akalkot Maharaj, and why some Sai devotees actually sure that that's exactly previous incarnation of Shirdi Sai. And why Sathya Sai never told us openly about this mysterious incarnation. And again, by the way, I myself personally discussed this question with Sathya Sai. That was in the middle of 90s when I was his translator, interpreter for the Russian-speaking groups during interview. And a couple of times I got a chance to discuss this question, and actually for me personally, Sathya Sai he supported this idea that Akalkot Maharaj was his incarnation before Shirdi Sai. But anyway, you never find any such a message in his divine discourses. That's true. Okay, Shirdi Sai number of times told to his devotees that in his past life he was Akalkot Maharaj, and at the same time Akalkot Maharaj told to his disciples that his next incarnation going to be in Shirdi. So it means from both traditions we have support for this idea. As I already actually told you, in the end of this video I'll put maybe one or two photos of Akalkot Maharaj, so you can, if you don't know how he looks like, so you can enjoy that old photos. Well, there is no any clear information about life of Akalkot Maharaj actually, and we have few versions of his life. And according to the most interesting and most unusual, that he was born actually in 12th century, and he completed his incarnation in 19th century. So it means actually his lifespan was something like 8 or 7 centuries. Well, quite interesting. According to the other kind of concept about his life, that he was born in 16th century and again passed away in 19th century. So anyway, that's quite few centuries. So it means Akalkot Maharaj was able to support function of his physical body in such a way that it was possible for him to stay in that physical body for a few centuries, maybe 5 centuries, maybe 8 centuries, but anyway, that's very unusual for us modern people. And it seems that Akalkot Maharaj was changing his location every 100 years. Okay, and actually we know him as Akalkot Maharaj because last, let's say, approximately 100 years he spent exactly in a place which is now growing town, maybe even we can call this place city already, and the name is exactly Akalkot. So that's the reason why people call him Akalkot Maharaj. And one more interesting detail about his life, that, let's say, last something like 20 years of his life was like parallel with the life of Sathya Sai. So it means for something like 20 to 30 years they lived together, just in different locations. And of course that situation is confusing by itself, because according to the normal logic and a normal approach to process of reincarnation, okay, we normally say that, okay, this physical body die and soul, or if you wish, consciousness, goes to the next life and okay, born with the next physical body. But when we speak about divine beings, so that's not exactly like that. So it means there is a possibility that it can be one consciousness at the same moment in 2, 3, or maybe even a greater number of physical forms. So that's also quite outside of the box situation. Well, but if we ask still another question, okay, but whom our beloved Swami Sri Sathya Sai was before Akalkot Maharaj? That's another very uneasy question, but of course Sathya Sai openly told us that actually among his previous incarnation was Krishna, and before that Rama avatar. So that more or less we know. Basically, quite often I like to mention that this lifetime I am Christian and study Bible, but at the same time I study different Vedic Hindu scriptures, especially Srimad Bhagavatam. And in Srimad Bhagavatam we have a wonderful teaching that there are 10 major avatars or incarnations of the Lord, but also 22 extra incarnations, and then eternal numberless incarnations. So it means we have to be ready according to ancient scripture, which is Srimad Bhagavatam, that actually number of divine incarnations can be any. And I myself personally really enjoy wonderful concept of hidden secret divine incarnations. That's wonderful teaching, because sometimes you can just walk down the street and who knows, any guy whom you can meet just on the way can be the divine incarnation, which is just the secret one. So wonderful teaching. And of course, and when we speak about possible past incarnations, then we can speculate about future incarnations. Okay, after Prema Sai. Okay, normally we speak about 3 Sai avatars, but interesting question is, I'm sure we'll discuss it in the future. what kind of incarnations may happen after Prema Sai. Well, Sai Ram, see you next time.
Om Bhurбhuvassuham Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodayantam